Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Pran Pratishtha of Lalla in Ayodhya brought countrymen together, forms a major basis for government's resolve of developed India. In his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani, Mr. Modi asserts festivals of democracy like the 75th Republic Day and 75 years of Constitution further strengthen India as a mother of democracy. Prime Minister emphasizes 21st century India moving ahead with mantra of women-led development, highlights power of radio in connecting entire country in the era of social media and internet. Nitish Kumar to take oath as Chief Minister of JDU and BJP alliance government in Bihar this evening. Prime Minister Modi inaugurates Diamond Jubilee celebration of Supreme Court of India in New Delhi. And in the Australian Open tennis, Daniil Medvedev to take on Jannik Sinner in the title clash of the men's singles at Melbourne this afternoon. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the Pran Pratishtha of Lalla in Ayodhya on the 22nd of this month has bound crores of countrymen together around a common thread. Addressing the nation in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani, Mr. Modi said the country saw the power of togetherness on the occasion, which is also the major basis for the government's resolve of a developed India.
अयोध्या में प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के अवसर ने देश के करोड़ों लोगों को मानो एक सूत्र में बांध दिया है। सबकी भावना एक, सबकी भक्ति एक, सबकी बातों में राम, सबके हृदय में राम। देश के अनेकों लोगों ने इस दौरान राम भजन गाकर उन्हें श्री राम के चरणों में समर्पित किया। 22 जनवरी की शाम को पूरे देश ने राम ज्योति जलाई, दिवाली मनाई।
Saying that Lord Ram's rule was a source of inspiration for the makers of the Indian Constitution, the Prime Minister mentioned Dev se Desh and Ram se Rashtra. He expressed happiness that lakhs of people answered his call to run a cleanliness campaign from Makar Sankranti till the day of the grand opening of Ram Temple. Mr. Modi stressed that this campaign should not stop. The Prime Minister noted that this is the first Mann Ki Baat program of 2024 and there is new enthusiasm in Amrit Kal. He added that the nation celebrated the 75th Republic Day with great pomp and fervour on Friday. He stated that this year the Indian Constitution is also attaining completion of 75 years. He said the Supreme Court is also completing 75 years. He said these festivals of democracy further strengthen India as a mother of democracy.
इस साल हमारे संविधान के भी 75 वर्ष हो रहे हैं और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के भी 75 वर्ष हो रहे हैं। हमारे लोकतंत्र के ये पर्व मदर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी के रूप में भारत को और सशक्त बनाते हैं। भारत का संविधान इतने गहन मंथन के बाद बना है कि उसे जीवंत दस्तावेज कहा जाता है।
Mr. Modi spoke about Nari Shakti during this year's Republic Day parade, saying women's power in the parade was the most discussed element. He emphasized that 21st century India is thus moving ahead with the mantra of women-led development.
इस बार 26 जनवरी की परेड बहुत ही अद्भुत रही। लेकिन दस्तों में से 11 दस्ते महिलाओं के ही थे। हमने देखा कि जो झांकी निकली उसमें भी सभी महिला कलाकार ही थी। जो सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम हुए उसमें भी करीब 1,500 बेटियों ने हिस्सा लिया था। कई महिला कलाकार शंख, नादस्वरम और नागदा जैसे भारतीय संगीत वाद्य यंत्र बजा रही। 21वीं सदी का भारत ऐसे ही विमेन लेड डेवलपमेंट के मंत्र के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है।
Mr. Modi also spoke about the Padma Awards announced a couple of days ago. He said the Padma honours have been conferred upon many people who have worked to bring about big changes in society by connecting with the grassroots. Mr. Modi said many people from abroad have also been honoured with the Padma Award, whose work lends new heights to Indian culture and heritage. These also include citizens of France, Taiwan, Mexico and Bangladesh. The Prime Minister noted that the system of Padma Awards has completely changed in the last decade and it has now become the People's Padma. On the topic of organ donation, Mr. Modi said more than 1,000 people in the country donated their organs after their death in recent years. He appreciated the kind deeds and also the families who respected the last wishes of their near and dear ones. Prime Minister Modi shared that the Ministry of Ayush has categorized the data terminology related to Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani with the help of the World Health Organization. He elaborated that one advantage of this would be that if patients go to another doctor with the slip, the doctor will get the necessary information from just that slip. The Prime Minister noted that radio is a powerful medium to connect the entire country, even in this era of social media and the internet. Citing an example, Mr. Modi said that in Chhattisgarh, a popular program, Hamar Hathi, Hamar Goat, has been broadcast on the radio for almost 7 years. In the state, this program is broadcast every evening from 4 stations of Akashvani, Ambikapur, Raipur, Bilaspur and Raigarh.
रेडियो की ताकत कितना बदलाव ला सकती है, इसकी एक अनूठी मिसाल छत्तीसगढ़ में देखने को मिल रही है। बीते करीब 7 वर्षों से यहाँ रेडियो पर एक लोकप्रिय कार्यक्रम का प्रसारण हो रहा है, जिसका नाम है हमर हाथी हमर गोठ। कार्यक्रम में बताया जाता है कि हाथियों का झुंड जंगल के किस इलाके से गुजर रहा है। लोगों को जैसे ही रेडियो से हाथियों के झुंड के आने की जानकारी मिलती है, वो सावधान हो जाते हैं।
Speaking about National Voters' Day, which was celebrated on the 25th of January, Mr. Modi said there are approximately 96 crore voters in the country.
आज देश में करीब करीब 96 करोड़ मतदाता है। आप जानते हैं ये आंकड़ा कितना बड़ा है। ये पूरे यूरोप की कुल जनसंख्या से भी करीब 1.5 गुना है। मैं चुनाव आयोग की सराहना करना चाहूंगा, जिसने देश में लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों को मजबूत करने के लिए निरंतर प्रयास किए हैं। साथियों, आज देश के लिए उत्साह की बात ये भी है कि दुनिया के अनेक देशों में जहां वोटिंग परसेंट कम हो रहा है, भारत में मतदान का प्रतिशत बढ़ता जा रहा है।
The Prime Minister urged first-time voters to get their names added to the voter list online through the National Voter Service Portal and Voter Helpline app. Mr. Modi remembered freedom fighter Punjab Kesari Lalla Lajpat Rai and Field Marshal K.M. Karayappa on the birth anniversary today. Touching upon the subject of sports, the Prime Minister said the Khelo India Youth Games were inaugurated in Chennai just a few days ago. He expressed happiness that new platforms are continuously being created in India for players to display their potential.
आज खेलों की दुनिया में भी भारत नित नई ऊंचाइयों को छू रहा है। स्पोर्ट्स की दुनिया में आगे बढ़ने के लिए जरूरी है कि खिलाड़ियों को ज्यादा से ज्यादा खेलने का मौका मिले और देश में भली भांति के स्पोर्ट्स टूर्नामेंट भी आयोजित हो। इसी सोच के साथ आज भारत में नए नए स्पोर्ट्स टूर्नामेंट्स आयोजित किए जा रहे हैं।
Prime Minister Modi said he's looking forward to the 7th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha tomorrow.
परीक्षा पे चर्चा का ये 7वां संस्करण होगा। एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम है जिसका मैं हमेशा इंतजार करता हूँ। इससे मुझे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ बातचीत करने का मौका मिलता है और मैं उनके परीक्षा संबंधी तनाव को कम करने का भी प्रयास करता हूँ। पिछले 7 वर्षों में परीक्षा पे चर्चा शिक्षा और परीक्षा से संबंधित कई मुद्दों पर बातचीत करने का एक बहुत अच्छा माध्यम बनकर उभरा है।
जो है पढ़ा दोहराएंगे भी, योग करेंगे खाएंगे भी, खेलेंगे भी।
29 जनवरी 2024 को सुबह 11 बजे भारत मंडपम प्रगति मैदान नई दिल्ली में आयोजित होगा लोकप्रिय कार्यक्रम परीक्षा पे चर्चा।
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on a Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. In Bihar, Nitish Kumar will take oath as Chief Minister of Janata Dal United and BJP Alliance government at Raj Bhavan in Patna this evening. Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar will administer the oath of office and secrecy to Mr. Kumar. 8 other ministers will also take oath along with Mr. Kumar. Earlier, the Janata Dal United president staked the claim to form a new government along with senior BJP leaders and its allies. He submitted the letter of support of MLAs of JDU, BJP and Hindustani Awam Morcha to the governor. The political activities unfolded quickly in the state this morning after JDU President Nitish Kumar submitted his resignation as a chief minister to the governor at Raj Bhavan in Patna, leading to the fall of the Grand Alliance government in the state. Talking to the media after submitting his resignation, the Janata Dal United president said he took the decision as things were not good with RJD.
आज हमने मुख्यमंत्री से इस्तीफा दे दिया। इस नौबत हुई है कि ठीक नहीं चल रहा था। सब लोगों की राय, अपने पार्टी के लोगों की राय, चारों तरफ से राय आ रही थी, तो हमने सब लोगों की बात को सुन लिया। अभी हम जो पहले गठबंधन को छोड़ के नए गठबंधन बनाए थे 1.5 साल से, तो यहाँ पर भी जो स्थिति ठीक नहीं लगी है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the Supreme Court has strengthened India's vibrant democracy. Mr. Modi was speaking after inaugurating the Diamond Jubilee celebration of the Supreme Court of India in Delhi.
2 दिन पहले भारत के संविधान ने अपने 75 वर्ष में प्रवेश किया है। आज भारत के सुप्रीम कोर्ट के भी 75वें वर्ष का शुभारंभ हुआ है। मैं आप सभी न्यायविदों को इस अवसर पर अपनी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। भारत के सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इन सिद्धांतों के संरक्षण का निरंतर प्रयास किया है। अभिव्यक्ति की आजादी हो, व्यक्तिगत स्वतंत्रता हो, सामाजिक न्याय, सोशल जस्टिस हो, सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने भारत की वाइब्रेंट डेमोक्रेसी को निरंतर सशक्त किया।
On the occasion, the Prime Minister launched citizen-centric information and technology initiatives. The ongoing Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is garnering an overwhelming response across the country. In Maharashtra, the significant presence of numerous women beneficiaries during the Yatra reflects the success of the campaign in the state. We have a report.
The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra has garnered significant acclaim in the state of Maharashtra, witnessing substantial participation from women beneficiaries in both urban and rural areas. Notably, an extensive distribution of Poshan Ahar kits, baby care kits and Ayushman cards are underway, effectively reaching the intended beneficiaries within the organized camps.
मेरा नाम सुप्रिया संजय कदम है। मैं मौलाना आजाद रोड परभनी में रहती हूँ और यहाँ पे मेडिकल टेस्ट किया है। ये टेस्ट करने के लिए बाहर 3 से 4 हजार रुपए लगते थे, तो यहाँ पे हमें पूरा मुफ्त मिला है।
The transformative journey of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is taking place in full force in all parts of the states. For Akashvani, Samarjit Thakur, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar.
In tennis, third seed Daniil Medvedev will face fourth seed Jannik Sinner in the men's singles final of the Australian Open in Melbourne Park this afternoon. The match will start in a short while from now. Russian Medvedev is in the Australian Open final for the third time in 4 years, while Italy's Sinner is making his first Grand Slam final appearance. 27-year-old Medvedev defeated 6th seed Alexander Zverev in the semi-final and will play in his 6th Grand Slam final in the last 4 years. 22-year-old Sinner defeated top seed Novak Djokovic to reach the Grand Slam final, breaking the 10-time champion's unbeaten streak in the last 4 of the tournament. In cricket, chasing a target of 231 runs, India were 95 for 3 in the second innings against England on day 4 of the first test of a 5-match series in Hyderabad a short while ago. Early in the day, England were bowled out for 420 runs in the second innings, taking an overall lead of 230 runs. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Pran, Pratishtha of Lalla in Ayodhya brought countrymen together, forms a major basis for government's resolve of developed India. In his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani, Mr. Modi asserts festivals of democracy like 75th Republic Day and 75 years of Constitution further strengthen India as a mother of democracy. Prime Minister emphasizes 21st century India moving ahead with mantra of women-led development, highlights power of radio in connecting entire country in the era of social media and internet. Nitish Kumar to take oath as Chief Minister of JDU and BJP Alliance government in Bihar this evening. And in the Australian Open tennis, Daniil Medvedev to take on Jannik Sinner in the title clash of the men's singles in Melbourne this afternoon. And with that, we end the midday news.
नमस्कार, दोपहर समाचार में आपका स्वागत है।